particularly the west side of town. Dark, ominous-looking skies here at the moment. An area that is actually under a severe thunderstorm warning. Greene County until 6:45 local time. Main threat going to be hail, but we'll have to watch out potential for even some strong winds. Back in just a bit.
Look! This is the new Asian-inspired broth bowl from Panera Bread. That noise! Panera broth bowl should be slurped with gusto. To explore further, order online or visit your neighborhood Panera Bread.
6:45, the movement is generally east at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. I want to bring in our severe weather expert, Dr. Greg Forbes. And Dr. Greg, we were just looking at some pretty remarkable tower cam shots of the cell that's coming in there, and a little bit of a wall cloud showing up on that cell.
Yeah, there was, and that wall cloud is indicative of a storm that has some rotation, so it develops a little bit of a lowered pressure. And you get then air that's being drawn in. It is no longer showing up. This is just showing some tail portion of the cloud that doesn't give us any of the kind of structure that that we were just talking about.
That's too bad.
We'll go back to the radar for this, and we'll show you what we're talking about on radar.
So another shot that is a closer shot of the shelf cloud that's actually coming in.
We need Max 7 coming up here, if we could.
There we go.
Okay,
there's the storm moving in itself, and I don't know actually if we're seeing a shelf cloud there, but certainly we're seeing some lowering.
We certainly are. There's a building there down in the center of the frame that is blocking out. We have enough buildings there that it's hard to tell what the big picture is of the structure we're seeing. But if there is sort of this wall cloud, it would be hidden in behind the building and just above the building there that's in the lower center part of the picture.
So basically, a wall cloud is a lower cloud, and that's the bottom part of this rotating tube in the center of a supercell thunderstorm. And when you see that, you know there's a good chance you've got a rotating storm.
Yeah, more aloft than it is at the surface. Here is the storm then. There's Springfield. So the core of the storm with the biggest hail moving across, and heavy rain also. There's been some 2 inches of rain reported at Willard with that. And let me go then to the high definition radar, and you can see that the storm has a hook shape to it, or wraps around. There is Springfield, and so the body of the storm is here, but the storm wraps around in that. Now that hook area portion is where if there was going to be a tornado at the surface, it would be just inside that hook. At the surface, we're almost right over top of the radar, and so it's hard to tell what kind of the velocities look like. I'm going to tilt up here and get a little bit away from that. Oh, that's very interesting. Now, when I go up to about 11,000 feet, now we get a little ball that shows up, and right in there is probably at this altitude. And I'll get the drawing off of there. Here you can see a little bit of red eastbound, some green westbound. So that is where the wall cloud would be. It's in that broader rotation. Let me try stepping up just a little bit higher and see if it gets a little tighter. Harder to tell, but certainly the storm is, and now it is pushed. It is moving very fast, moved off toward the Stratford area that is just off toward the north and east of the Springfield area. So several of these storms, that one that's now north and east of Springfield, the other one that's down near Nixa and coming to the Ozark area, they do have some hooks on the back.